Hey guys, it's Greg. In this video we would like to show you a review of Kneep in Hexes. This is a skirmish game for 2 players and it feels like playing Command and Conquer on a table. So the game is, I think, inspired by those RTS games from early 2000s and from the 90s, the golden age of RTS games. So you are going to control one of the factions, you're going to build your base, your camp, construct units, but it's going to be rather tanks, not magical things, and you're going to fight with the opponent for victory. So if you are into this type of games, just check out the rest of this video.
If you ever dreamed of translating the thrill of 90s real-time strategy games into a tabletop experience, Kneep in Hexes is the game you didn't know you needed. Designed for 2 players, this fast-paced skirmish game combines the tactical decision-making of Command and Conquer or StarCraft with the satisfying depth of deck-building mechanics. Players take control of rival factions battling for survival on a distant desert planet, where resources are limited and every move counts. At its core, Kneep in Hexes revolves around simple but meaningful actions: gathering resources, building structures, deploying units, and engaging in combat. The game is played on a modular hex-based map that changes with each session, ensuring a fresh setup every time. Players use action cards to move units, perform special maneuvers, or disrupt their opponent's plans. Meanwhile, combat is initiated by placing markers strategically on the board, creating moments of high tension where the timing of your moves could turn the tide of battle. One standout feature is the lack of randomness in combat, no dice rolls or luck-based mechanics. Instead, the game relies on tactical positioning, card play, and clever strategy, rewarding players who can think ahead and adapt to their opponent's moves. What sets Kneep in Hexes apart from other skirmish games is its seamless blend of deck building mechanics with the classic RTS feel. Each player starts with a customizable deck of basic cards, along with special cards tied to 2 leaders they select at the beginning of the game. This system offers immense replayability, as players can experiment with different leader combinations and card strategies to suit their preferred playstyle. The cards themselves are divided in 2 types: action cards and battle cards. Action cards allow players to manipulate the battlefield, surprise opponents, or launch devastating attacks like nuking an enemy's units. Battle cards, on the other hand, add strength during combat and often include abilities that can shift the balance of power in unexpected ways. One of the most impressive aspects of Kneep in Hexes is how well the 2 factions are balanced. Despite their asymmetrical nature, where each leader and faction boasts unique abilities and cards, no side ever feels overpowered. Every strength has a counter, and success depends entirely on how you play and read your opponent. For example, aggressive players might dominate the early game with units and quick attacks, but this can leave them exposed to opponents who prioritize resource building and bide their time for a strong counterpunch. The careful balance ensures that every victory feels earned and every loss feels like an opportunity to refine your strategy. With 4 unique leaders per faction and numerous ways to customize your deck, the game feels fresh with every playthrough. Each leader brings their own strengths and unique cards to the table, introducing an element of asymmetry that keeps players on their toes. Whether you prefer an aggressive rush-style strategy or a more calculated defensive approach, there's a leader to match your playstyle. The modular game board also adds to replayability, offering a variety of setups and terrain layouts that can significantly impact strategy. Mountains, for example, act as natural barriers, creating opportunities for players to block enemy movement or funnel units into traps. One of the most appealing aspects of Kneep in Hexes is its pacing. Games typically last 30 to 60 minutes, making it perfect for players who enjoy quick but intense skirmishes. The rules are straightforward enough to learn quickly, yet the game offers enough depth to keep experienced players engaged. The combat system is particularly noteworthy. Battles are initiated by placing a marker at the intersection of 3 hexes, but they aren't resolved immediately. Instead, combat is delayed until the end of the opponent's turn, giving them a chance to react and potentially shift the balance of power. This creates a chess-like dynamic where positioning, timing, and foresight are crucial. The game's production quality is impressive. The miniatures are detailed and functional, the modular board is sturdy, and the cards are well designed with clear iconography. The aesthetics leans heavily into the RTS theme, with a desert wasteland setting that captures the feel of a sci-fi battlefield. While the visuals are solid, the real standout is how well the mechanics and theme work together. Building factories, deploying units, and gathering resources feel just as satisfying as they did in classic RTS games, and the gameplay captures the tension and excitement of those digital battles. Kneep in Hexes is a game that successfully bridges the gap between classic RTS games and modern tabletop design. Its combination of fast-paced gameplay, tactical depth, and high replayability makes it a must-play for fans of skirmish games or anyone nostalgic for the 90s golden age of strategy gaming. Whether you are a veteran gamer or new to the genre, Kneep in Hexes offers a thrilling and accessible experience that's sure to keep you coming back for more. By saying this, we score Kneep in Hexes for 9 scratches out of 10 possible, hoping the expansion will make this score even higher. That's all for today, see you at the next game, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.